Hey, what's up? It's your girl Sakara, and right now I'm with NOFM. So right now I have with me 3 amazing artists, and you're getting ready to learn all about them. Yes, you're so welcome. So first I have with me Billy. I also have Q and Rajon. So first, let's get into how you guys met. How did you guys form this?
We went to high school together, actually.
We've been friends forever.
Forever.
Literally.
Me and Q, we actually met when we were like, what? Bro, I don't know. We met in like 6th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we just been bros ever since.
6th grade?
Mega Evers, high school.
And then we met Rashawn in 9th grade.
Yeah,
Shout out all the Mega Evers heads. That's good to see this.
That's what's up, okay.
I went to a different middle school. I went to Philip Scotland. You know, Scotland, 381. We here.
Hey.
But yeah, we met in 9th grade, summer.
Like all of us, yeah. But I knew him first. Then Rajon showed up and we just all got the same vibes.
That's dope. So your high school was in which borough?
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Brooklyn, okay. All right. So, I mean, did you guys always make music? I mean, because 6th grade, y'all was really, really young back then.
We just listened to reggae and we followed the reggae, the Vibes Cartel vibe.
Yeah, I think we more so was in our phase at that age of studying music.
Yeah, I listened
That's
to
what I
that.
call it, like, because we had libraries of music of just different genres. Like,
Yeah. These were the days when you used to like download like
on
LimeWire.
MP3 players and stuff.
LimeWire.
Shit, you know, coming through, you download some Kanye, you just be like, what about that shit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But, you know, and then we were like freestyling, like, the lunch and everything.
Fire.
Yeah, everybody would love that quick speed too.
Yes.
You know, like that shit. We just go hard. And then in college, like we went to the same college.
College is really where we started to like really get into it because I finally got like a computer that can like record music. I had a really like bummy program. It was called like Magix Pro. Sorry Magix, but y'all program stuff. But you know, I'd be in my basement. I'd just be like messing with beats. They had like little beat editing software, so I'd like put things together. And one day, you know, they came through and they were like, you know, like, what you doing? I'm like, you know, I'm just spinning a few bars real quick. You know, you want to hear it? And they listened to it and they're like, yo, like, it's not bad. And I was like, all right, so I'm gonna just keep doing it. And
That's fire.
Yeah, it took me and Sylvia a little while to like, we would just record shit, you know.
Yeah, like me especially, like, cause I grew up around a lot of music. I played instruments in church and all that, and like, you know, I did recitals in school and stuff like that. But then like when I really started to get older, and I was like, yo, I wanna hear myself in it, not just, you know, the band. I wanna be a part of it. I wanna hear my voice. So what I started to do was, like, when I got my car, because that's the least space I had an iPad. I made sure I got an iPad. I had my cell phone, right? And then what I would do is I would play the beats off my phone, have my iPad recording, and that's how I would do everything. So that's how they even heard me, because they were the first 2 people I even came to and let them know, like, yo, listen to this, you know what I'm saying? Because I always had stuff written in my phone since high school. And I'm like, nah, I want to hear it. So I put it together and then I'll make them hear it. But that's how I started really doing anything and just experimenting with myself. You know, so
That's
And for me, you know, came home one summer after school or whatever, and then we were just like, yo, I'm getting a MacBook, we're gonna start recording shit. And like I had never really like personally recorded anything, but I always like freestyle. You know?
I'm gonna interject real quick. Right. So, you know, when we started doing this, I was like, yeah, bro, you're gonna get the MacBook, you're gonna be making these beats for us. All right? He was like, all right, you're gonna be doing the beats, and we're gonna be making the music. Never followed through on the beat making. Never followed through.
You know why? Because like I heard the beats and like words just started coming to my head sometimes, and I just like would type shit down.
Nah, he came through. Yo, the first time I heard any bars from Rashawn, I couldn't believe it because I didn't think he was gonna hit us with like the lyrics. You know, like we all, like I said, we all have the same vibe. So it's like it's really easy for us to like come up with songs like
energy,
on a spot.
Like I feel like everything works with energy.
I do have some hot beats though. Just wait on it.
It's coming?
Yeah,
all right.
I play with like languages. You know? Don't worry.
What does that mean?
Like you know, like certain ways people say languages. Like like for instance, we took Mandarin in high school.
Oh, wow.
So like son, like in a female's voice, it's like son. But then you hear like the and then like you can play with a beat.
You know, his Kanye shit, like, you know.
Yeah, you know what?
It's his music.
I heard y'all music and I was like, wow, this is unique. Like, you don't know, you're welcome. Because it's like you don't know NOFM. And I was like, okay, I don't know what to expect. So I listened to it and I was like, this is a really different sound. But it sounds really good.
Thank you.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
that.
But before I really get into the music making, NOFM?
You can say no FM.
NOFM.
Yeah.
Okay, what is that?
No one forgets music.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, who came up with that?
It was a long
It's a long process.
It's a long story.
It literally would take us probably like 15 minutes.
I can give like a little.
You can give a synopsis.
Like I'm starting from like me, like in college, like I watched a lot of like anime and stuff, and like I was doing music and listening to anime, like watching anime and like, you know, cartoons and art just all combined with music to me. So like, you know, I do digital design, like that's like my major, whatever. So one day I was watching Soul Eater, it's one of my favorite animes, and I seen like this tattoo in the character's eye, it said "No Future," and I was like, that's a really dope name for something. I just didn't know how to use it. And then one day I was just thinking, I was like, you know, no future music. It's like a play on words, because I was like, no one's really gonna expect this out of me, because like where I came from, I was just like, nobody's gonna really expect that I'm gonna be doing music and be nice. And then, you know, brought it back to these guys, and we worked on it a bit, and recently finally came to the decision.
We sat there, it was like what, 2 a.m. in the morning, 3 a.m.
Yeah, after the studio.
Yeah, and we just sat there, we was like, yeah, because I talked to my pops actually, and I told him the name, he was like, man, I think I like the NOFM, but like do something different with it. So
yeah, because they were like,
so I was like, alright, yeah, it sounds a little like negative. Yeah, so right. So we just brainstormed like 3 a.m. in the morning, literally like, yo, doing different things to like create different words with the letters. So we like, yo, nothing forgets music. Then we like, nah, we're close. We like, we're 98% there.
Right.
Then we just, no one forgets music. And I was like, yo, that's it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Because it's literally, you know, like the statement rings volumes. If you just in general, you know what I'm saying?
Just think about it, like all the music we listen to now
It's
is
healing,
derived
honestly.
from like the stuff we loved back in the
Music.
day, like old school. I'm really inspired by old school music, so
Yeah.
I just felt like, you know, we trying to bring some of that back, but like with a nice like modern flow.
Yeah, I will.
And you know, we throw some reggae in there because
We all
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, technically, Guyana is South America. I'm from Guyana, by the way.
Yes.
You Caribbean still.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm like, that's good counts. My best friends are Guyanese, so I'm like, yeah, you know, yeah. But, you know, what was it like for you when you first started listening to your own music? Like, what was that moment like?
I was obsessed.
Yeah, I think it was a bit obsessive and crazy, honestly, because I'll be there for hours. And I'll just listen over and over again. And ask these dudes, I'm probably one of the most nitpicky as well.
Oh yeah.
I'm a perfectionist, you know what I'm saying?
Still to this day.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? Like I'll sit for hours, like I'll listen to the same thing with me for hours, and I'll be like, alright, but then I'll switch this. And then other times, there's times I'll just walk in there and I'm just gonna do something.
He's
one take.
He's ready, yeah. Because that's
in 1 minute, whatever, and then that's it. So you know. It's different. There's different times I think like certain things require my attention. I feel like other things it's like I know I got it.
You got it.
Yeah, because I was gonna say one of the first songs we ever did, right? Like, after we did it, like first of all, I laid out like the groundwork because like I rapped on it and I was like, Sylvan came through and I was like, yo, I need you to get on this. I know you got the vibe for this. One take, boom, and I listened to it nonstop in the shower, on the way to work.
We just do that again. We do that a lot sometimes. Like it just be, I think it's like just the moments, you know what I mean? Like
I love music, like you know,
just the moments and the vibe just creates it.
Okay.
Sometimes I don't like my voice, so you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you still? So you still trying to
Yeah,
find
I'm
that
still
right?
trying to find like
Okay.
who like my right to Rajon. You know, like Rajon is a lot of different things. It could be an African, it could be an African. But you know, Rajon is me, right?
That's a good quote, though. I don't know if you know that quote was fire. I'm gonna have to put that in the article. That was it.
one thing that we do like really that I love about these guys is like we really push each other and we're really supportive team. OD. Like, shout out to the people off camera right now, but big shout outs to this guy. Without him, like, we wouldn't even be where we are right now. We just kind of starting out and laying out the groundwork. So I'm really loving the process so far.
That's amazing.
And if we think each other's shit is whack, so they cut you off, we just be like, well, that ain't it. And then we come back. We might be tight at each other for a little bit.
I like, my major was just criticism all day. So I'm just, I could take it, I'll listen to it. I might be like 9 in the beginning, and then I might be like, I quietly be like, hey,
that's good though. That is really good. That's how you get to success. You gotta be hard on each other.
We push
yes.
the shit out of each other. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was really like, because I mean, at the time we always going through stuff. I mean, creating through the music process of just creation of music. So it was just like us really just pushing each other. Like, you know, I know it's tough right now, but let's link up. We link up for hours and we put stuff together. And that's really like the only thing that was giving us that peace of mind.
That makes sense.
Yeah, we're all going through a lot, but you know.
Yeah, like life hits you, but you know it's like what you do with life.
I love that.
Fuck it, let's make music.
Exactly.
Let's write it somewhere.
Let's put all this in
That's really the way of expression sometimes. You know, you can't do nothing in the moment of it, and you can't really, sometimes there's nobody you can say anything to, so it's like, you talk to this people.
Let me talk to them people.
Let me talk to them people.
Exactly. And you don't gotta worry about them saying that you don't like, because they can't talk. Exactly.
And then
So, yeah.
when people feel your shit, it's
like
that's my shit.
Yeah, I like the vibes. I definitely like the vibes. I really gotta ask who you guys grew up listening to, because I do get old school vibes, which was really impressive because with all the, you welcome with all the fast music going on nowadays, I feel like you guys are not into the trends, you're in your own exact lane, so I'm really curious to know how you're able to do that, especially with all the music that's out right now that is very different from the music that you currently make.
We should definitely go online. So, like, because I got a lot to say.
Yeah. So, you know, I hit you up with a little bit. Elder Bars, Method Man, Redman, you know, Joe Budden, Kanye, Lupe Fiasco. Yo, when I found Lupe in high school, the cool. Taking the bus, going there all the time, Jesus. That was different for me, but like, I'm not going to pass it off.
Yeah. Alright, give me some time. Alright, so Kanye, obviously, I'm really big into all the reggae, so like Bob Marley, The Wailers, Pinchers, Super Cat, Sean Paul, like all of that. That's what my dad used to play all the time. So like growing up, like this is a short story, you know, like growing up, I'd always be like in my room, secluded. I was really introverted. And I'd be playing video games and my dad would wake up blasting mad music. Barris Hammond and all this, all types of music, and I'm like, God, I can't hear my Kids WB, can't watch Only Moon, I can't watch nothing, and I just be that tight, and I be sad, and then I don't know, like eventually it grew on me, and like one day I came downstairs, and like my brothers were there, and I was like dance with them. I kind of like started to slowly start to love the music that he would listen to, and like he put me onto like Public Enemy on YouTube. It was like funny, like thinking about it now. How did my dad know how to use a computer before I knew to use a computer? Because he bought a computer, he put on YouTube, he showed me crisscross, all types of stuff. But yeah, like the list is very long, but I love all types of music. Gorillas, Arctic Monkeys.
That's a good one. That's what my soul is.
Yeah, I'm like curious to know. This is good.
Yeah.
This is really good.
Yeah, for me, well, definitely going through that. My mom definitely, I think, was one of the biggest influences. Because when I lived with her in Guyana, like, she really, same way he just said, wake up, you know, it's like 8 a.m., 7 a.m. in the morning, you waking up to blasting Barris. I'm talking Barris Hammond to like the max volume, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I grew up, and then at that time, it's like, wake up and clean. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta clean, because, you know, Sundays, cleaning days, usually that's when she blasting music. So you wake up, you clean, and the music was really what just gave you the vibe. Come on, you know, this music. She played a lot of songs. So it was Barris, it was like Michael Jackson, big big on Michael Jackson.
So y'all miss
I used to try to do the move. I'm talking like I was like what, 5, 6, trying to do the moves and shit. Who else? A lot of the same stuff you said, Pinterest, all that. Sean Paul, Big, definitely. Vibes Cartel, I think is on like my top like 3 probably because I asked them. I listen to them mad Vibes Cartel. Anytime
we all know.
Vibes every day.
Yeah, nah, cause like he was so versatile.
High school,
you know what I'm saying? And I think that's what makes me want to be versatile too. Just cause I guess just growing up to seeing him every day, he dropping something that's like, what the every day is fire, new flow, new lyrics, new. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So I think, and that's one of the reasons, like, looking up to him, that I push myself, like, yo, I'm gonna be versatile. I'm not gonna be like, I'm trying.
One thing.
And I guess we all had that, man.
Which is amazing.
And literally, I'm touching on hip hop, Kanye, Biggie, Tupac, Nas definitely. Jadakiss, Banks, Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? The list is like ridiculous.
The list, it's everyone. We listen, because I listen, like, you do say, like, you know, we don't seem like we listen to, like, the trap shit, but we do. I like Playboy Cardi. I listen to all that shit.
I don't know if you
Yeah.
My mom used to play a lot of that too.
Some rock
shit. Some rock and roll. Yeah.
Some Paramore.
Great.
American Rejects.
I would have never guessed that. That's A. I already knew you guys were whining. Once you said Vibes Cartel, I thought about college, so I know.
I make sure the waistline nice, you know. Anytime I pull it out.
Are y'all interested in dancing? Like, are y'all?
I mean, I was.
We did what?
Well, yeah, we used to do high school
we used to go to, like,
even in college.
schools.
Like, if I go out to a bar, I'm not the type to like.
Yeah,
I can't set the corner. I gotta dance.
Yeah, Caribbeans, like, you guys are the party, the life of the party. Like, you have to go to a party, a Caribbean party, at least once here and there. Oh, you kill people. Okay.
He just turned up. Oh, man. Yo, he used to go ask people to, like, cop us some liquor in, like, high school.
Yeah.
And then come back, just be in the corner, just
our high school would turn up like that.
Ready.
Yeah.
I talk to other people about high school, be like in college, be like, I hated high school. I'm like, oh, what y'all talking about? My high school was fun.
Wow. I think it's a borough thing. I'll give you that. Yeah, definitely got that. How do y'all feel about Kanye and everything going on? You guys still listen to music?
So
conflicted. Okay.
Especially growing up with, like, Kanye was the first CD I ever bought. I heard him say tape from, like, the discount store on my block. And it had heard him say radio edit.
And wake up.
Oh yeah, wake up, yeah, right? And I'd listen to that shit every day on my way to school, son. And like, I just remember like growing up listening to him every song, like I vibe with like his message, like, you know. And now it's like, I still like kind of understand that there's like a meaning to a lot of things he says. Like you can't just like take it as just like Kanye just talking, because he's not, like he does have an idea, especially for singers. You know, there are some things that I think he's not really like fully aware of, but that's just how he's always been. Because if he's not like in the crowd with everybody, then he wouldn't be Kanye. You know what I mean? Like he's got to be in his own space, like so he can create. So I mean, I'm not judging the dude. I just hope that he makes the right movements. Shout outs to that album he dropped. That shit was fire. I don't say.
I was a little iffy on it.
I like Yandi. I like Yandi a lot. I like.
I thought late registration was more soulful.
Yeah,
I agree.
Definitely.
Graduation is my favorite.
Yeah, like, if we're talking about soul, like I think Kanye like had the soul music. Like I felt like he created like an album for the church. You know what I mean? And I get that's the point, but I felt like he could have done it with his own words and not just like something that people aren't like that. Like I'm not gonna say that they aren't as comfortable with. You know, like people don't accept all the words from the church. So he could have used it and interpreted it in his own way, like Kanye, and gave it to us like that. Like I feel like that's how you deal with labor restriction. Like people get soul from that shit. For all kinds of music.
You get energy anytime you listen to Kanye. That's the thing. No matter what you listen to, it's like, especially when what was the one? Yeezus. When Yeezus dropped, and I was kind of like in between at first, and then like I just kept listening to it, like Skinhead. And I was like, yeah, that's my shit. Yeah. He changes up a lot. So, I still, as long as you're dropping good music, I don't care. honestly.
Best album is my graduation though.
Yeah, that was fire.
And
That was fire. I noticed y'all don't really curse. Like when I was listening, I mean, it's not as bad. Like you, like y'all, like in comparison to other music out there. Like I don't listen to it and be like, you know. I mean, I don't do that anyway, but you know what I mean. Like it's not as brutal.
I feel like I'm a very reformed person, speaking for myself, coming from like, you know, going to Mega Evans and like being in Brooklyn all the time and then going to Pennsylvania. So like, I kind of grew like a different way of like getting my point across without cussing all the time. If that makes sense. Just like being around that environment, you're just like, all right, I don't have to talk like this all the time.
but I mean, sometimes a person slip out, you know.
Yeah.
It depends on how
But
turned we
it's
are and like all that. But like if I'm in the middle of like talking, I want to be able to like get my point across without saying like,
It's not necessary.
yeah.
It's like fun.
Yeah.
It's like, sorry. Sometimes I say sorry, but I'm cool with that shit.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It comes out very natural. You know what I mean? It's not abrasive. So, is it hard for you guys when you're writing? Do you ever want to like put a curse word in?
I do.
Like,
We got curse words. It's just we're very like I don't want to toot our own horn, but like we're very lyrical human beings. I love the way that these guys get words out. Like when I be writing, I talk to them and I'll be like, yo, what y'all think I should put here? And they give me like their 2 cents. He give me his 2 cents. I'm like, shit, boom, 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 and there it is. Like a lot of times, I mean, I have no problem cursing in music at all. Like I have songs that you guys haven't heard yet, where I'm like,
that's what it is. Okay, now it makes sense. Okay.
It's just the vibes that we're feeling. Like if it's a vibe song, if you heard "Falling Down," like
yes,
I didn't need to curse for "Falling Down." I was really like telling the story, like it was about a dream, so I wanted to get the story out the right way.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was one of the things that I was curious about, right? You guys been making music for 2.5 years, and you guys you guys started releasing music recently. Why recently?
All right. Well, first off, I have music from a little bit before that, but nobody really heard it. Yeah. Like I had at least like four songs on something, and that was like me going through sad shit, and I was just like, I'm gonna drop some music because of my sad shit. And people gonna listen to it, and surprisingly, like a lot of my friends from Brooklyn and like a lot of my friends from Penn State listen to it, and they're like, "This shit is high. You should do music. Like you should really put your shit out there." And I was like, maybe. And I just like kept stockpiling music. Like I'd write shit, send it to these guys, and be like, "Yo, what y'all think? What y'all think? What y'all think? Yeah, I like it. No, I don't like it. Fix this. All right." And I forgot what song it was. But yeah, like
why you recently started releasing music?
Why we recently started because
we got focus.
We said, fuck. You see, this is a time to curse. Fuck it. Why not? Like that's the energy you need. It's just like if we're just gonna keep listening to our own shit, who else is gonna listen to it?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we gotta let people listen to it.
We got people begging us to drop this, like literally.
And now people are like, yo, this shit is hot. When's the next one? And
Yeah.
we're coming. Like it's here, but we just can't just like be like.
Yeah, we're on the strict management laws.
We want to. We just want to be like, yo.
We're on the guidelines. If I do anything, I might get hit. I don't want to get hit.
Smart. Okay.
I'm gonna chill.
Nah, we are dropping something soon, like tonight.
Yeah, tonight.
The third single, right?
Yeah, the fourth single.
It's gonna be on SoundCloud first because you know TuneCore takes a little bit, but it will be on SoundCloud. So look out for that. For a fact. Yeah.
Okay, so tell us more. I want to know more.
Alright, so this song is all me. This one that's dropping here, shout out to my guy right here, producing it.
You're facts. No.
So yeah, this one is all me. You know what I mean? 'Cause we all like in the other songs, I'm singing behind them and stuff. You know what I mean? Like I'm singing with them and stuff. So it's not really nobody hearing my voice fully. So this way you really get to hear my voice fully. You know what I mean? This is a song. It's called. I'm not even gonna tell you the title yet. You guys are gonna see.
Okay.
All right, you guys are gonna see because we're gonna. If you follow the NOFM page, by the way, it's at _NOFM. If you follow the page, you'll definitely see what's coming every time we drop something. But yeah, look out for it. So something that.
Give it to him. What's the name?
What's the name? Oh yeah. So the song is called More Fight.
More fire.
More Fight.
More fire.
More Fight. That's the name of the song.
All the reggae hits, all of
I feel like it's something that people probably can definitely relate to because, you know, it's something I relate for myself, literally, so but just share with everybody else. Obviously, because that's the process of music. You know, you can't make it not share. So look out for it.
What was your process with this song? Like, did you write it in one sitting in the studio?
No, actually, I'm gonna tell you the process how this happened. So I was sick this day actually when I recorded this song. Like when I actually wrote and recorded the song, the first time I was sick. So Q hit me up. He's like, "Yo, pull up." So I'm like, "Damn, sick." You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, but for some reason I felt the energy, I felt the push for me to go. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna go. So I left, drove over there, parked up. So we chilling. He's like, "Yo, let's smoke, run through some beats." You know what I'm saying? So obviously, you didn't know me, I was not that. So we rolled up. We just listening to beats, and we just freestyle. We recording it because that's how we do it. You know what I mean? Because sometimes the best creation comes from you just listening to a beat. Let the beat talk to you, because that's my thing. Let the beat talk to you and talk back. So you know what I'm saying? So we just ran through some beats, and then this one beat came on. And I just like all the thoughts in my head that I had that I was going through and stuff, I was like, yo, they all just came out. And I just started. First I freestyled a little bit of it and I just wrote down. So the first day I didn't finish it, I finished half of it. So I'm like, I gotta sit with this for a little bit. So same thing. Ran through how I was feeling, wrote it down. And then next time I came through, because they didn't know, they was like, yo, finish this song, I want to hear what's coming next, So I'm like, got you. So 2 days later or so, pulled back up, and I just let them hear everything. And we finished it right there. And they got in that shit.
That's fire.
Yo, facts though. I'm sitting here. I just want to sing like a lyric. I'm like, yo,
yeah,
I can sing something.
The song, the song give you enough already. The name of the song.
Oh, okay, that's too much. We gotta wait till tonight. Okay, no problem. We could do that.
Yeah, the visuals. A little bit of.
Yeah, I hope y'all know it.
Wait, visuals tonight?
Yeah, by the way, this guy right here, he produces and he like animates all of our videos. Like,
he went to school. He went to school for that shit. You know
and he designed the logo on the shirt.
We brainstormed the ideas. And you just like.
Oh, thank you so much. Can I open it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
Oh, wow. Okay. This is fire because I was looking at the hat and I was like, that hat is nice. So thank you. It goes with my favorite color. So yeah. Oh, this is nice. Okay, so the design has pink in it, which is great because it matches my nails.
That's my favorite color.
You see, that's that energy. That's that NOFM energy.
If you look at whenever you look at my page on Instagram, Planet Q, like where all the artwork is, you'll see that color a lot.
Yeah,
oh my god, that's super dope. Okay, I like that. Do not tell me you guys have your own bot. Oh, okay.
Imagine, right?
Thank you. I'm like, wait. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are the best. What? Oh my god. And you know what's funny? I actually tried that before and it's actually really good.
What? This model?
Yeah. I'm like, wait. How do you guys know?
It's that energy.
But no one forgets it.
Thank you so much. No one forgets.
I got you.
Part 2, subsidiary company.
That's how we.
Music video. What is something you guys have in mind for like 2020? Because I know you guys got ideas.
Yeah, it's gonna be
urgency for curves.
Which is the mind state for getting those music videos out in December?
Yeah, and it's also a part of the lyrics and thoughts in my head.
Oh, okay, that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
I was like, what's going on?
That's a mindset, though. You know, everybody should have that mindset.
That's true.
Yeah.
In this day and age, though, I mean, like, shit, you can't do nothing without money. You know, so that's that urgency.
Facts, but more importantly than that, I can't wait to just do a video. I think a lot of the fun for me is more just doing it. Because we were just doing it to do it. Like without anybody, like, we were just doing it to listen to ourselves and like make our friends listen to it.
Yeah.
And then we were just like, fine. Fiending.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yo, put it up.
Where's SoundCloud?
Where's Alright. There you go, guys. Finally. Nah, but I'm glad that it's finally like out there. It's nice to have some feedback. Try to some people
We
that's
love
actually
feedback. Give us some more. So it's like we only can get better with each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
And you guys have like really great energy, so I definitely know there's more to come.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait. I just want to know, like, you guys growing up in the boroughs, did that influence you guys musically? Is
No.
this at all?
Not me
I think
personally.
well, I feel well. I mean, your draw from music is gonna come from a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Your environment, I think, plays a role in your overall life. I feel like, whether you think it's doing or not, somewhere it does. You know what I mean? But I think I draw a connection to music from anything. I could, like, one time I was sitting by my window smoking. I heard a bird chirping. I don't like that. I know these like. So literally, I'm there like this because that's what I do. You know what I mean? Like, that's my process. Like, you know what I mean? It's just me, whatever. Got my phone ready to write anything. You know what I mean? So I'm there and I'm like. And then they don't even know that shit. That's just that I came with a melody straight from that today. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna draw from anything to create.
Yeah. Like I'm not saying I don't draw from like where I'm from, but I never really fit into like one specific place. I get vibes wherever I go. Like, don't get me wrong, but more than anything, I think my inspiration just comes from anything that is around me at the moment.
Yeah.
Like,
or it could even be somebody else's, like situation. Or
yeah,
just
like
where anything around you, you know what I mean? Like, you could draw inspiration from anything, literally.
like
You can watch a show, you can watch anime, you can watch a lot of anime, DBZ, all that crap. That shit could give you.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just you. Okay,
No.
yeah, I'll
We all
It's
anime.
me, man.
Dork life, I love anime, but that's just hard.
shit just has its own sound. Like I was telling you with like language. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like sometimes you need marijuana to unlock that part of your brain where you can get the lyrics for it. So
Yeah.
once you start smoking, you start working with each other.
It was history.
Yeah, that's
The rest is history.
Actually, so I think did we smoke before we wrote anything? Like the first song.
Yeah.
Don't
play like
I've wrote a lot of shit and not been smoking.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think of the first song we ever wrote. I was high, but maybe.
Probably.
Definitely. The definite vibe over here. Is there one thing you would want your fans to know about each and every one of you guys?
I want to get better. I never liked chilling. And I love family. You rock with me, you rock with everybody. We just fuck with each other. And there's another curse for you, just for some flavor.
I think it was my fault. I brought it up.
I brought it. Now I'm like, let me sprinkle a little bit of something right here.
I'm done.
Something I want my fans to know about me. I'm really into Legos.
Really?
Yeah. I wanna build like a Lego. I watched Lego City, right? I watched Lego City, then I watched Lego Batman. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I mean, like, I get super fascinated with the innards of like how things are made. So I was just like curious. I was like, are they really putting the legs like each step? I know there's a lot of CGI involved, but I just want to know how to do it. So one day I'm gonna build a Lego City and maybe shoot a video out of that. Look out for that.
Yeah.
That's
Lego falling down or something like that.
Hey, I think we just got a hint. Exclusive.
Me?
It would be right.
I'm somewhat of a empath, I think. But yeah, for me, one of the things probably is that I worked with kids since I was like in high school. So I've been exposed to like a lot of people's different situations. So one of the biggest things for me is like I wish that and they know part of it is where I got the name Billy from. I'm always like, yo, if you had $1 billion, like you could help so many people, you know what I'm saying? So that's part of so they always been calling me Bill, you know what I'm saying, Bill. So that's low-key where the name came from. So Yeah, that's one of the things. Yeah,
That's what's up. I like that.
like I wish I could do that, you know.
It's
But yeah,
funny.
that's one of the things I really want to help people, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times I've seen like some real bad situations. Not only me being, you know, from growing up in real bad situations, I've seen other people, and then seeing kids that, you know, they the future. You know what I'm saying? And then seeing them being in messed up situations, like damn. So it's like, okay, it's the future.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean? So one of the things I wish I could do is help.
And if I'm gonna give a fun one, I can whoop anybody in Madden, 2K, FIFA,
Including Snoop Dogg,
NHL.
apparently. This guy saying he want to play Snoop Dogg in Madden.
Like Madden.
And he said, like, he was
That
like,
was
Snoop?
fun.
Yeah, listen.
and if you win,
I've seen it.
I like low-key believe in him because
Wait,
you know,
Snoop-
he's nice in sports.
Snoop-
Nah, he's nice in sports games. Like, fans
I'm a fiend.
That's
Like,
insane.
since I was young. Shout out the Jaguars, shout out the Rams, shout out the Nets and the team. My favorite teams.
Wow, I used to play, so.
Any
I
place?
get it. Oh no.
Oh,
Games.
Yeah.
Games.
I'm
I'm not running nowhere.
I'm sorry.
Need for Speed.
Oh yeah, I was a big Need for Speed.
Super fun.
I just love cars, that's why.
I never loved cars. I just like to win.
I just like to win.
Like to win.
I just like to.
That's it, right.
a lot of Mario Kart. Though.
Yo, have you seen Talladega Nights?
No,
It's like Ricky Bobby.
I haven't played in so many.
No. It's a movie. It's a movie.
Oh no.
Yeah, and it's like Will Ferrell. He's hilarious.
Oh,
It's
he
like,
is funny. I like
If
it.
you're not first, you're last. And then exactly.
I like that.
Exactly.
And wrestling.
Mhm.
I don't know why.
Oh, WWE?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's
We
crazy.
used to get it.
In high school.
Yo, can I shout out some people?
Yeah.
Yo, shout out Chris McKay. This thing is nice.
All that
But
true.
I still beat that ass. Shout out Armani Wright, because I beat that ass every time in the whole company. Come at me in WWE. We gonna have this match on Xbox One, PS4, whatever you want to do. Also, make sure shout out to Alex Smiley, because that's our friend from Mega. Like,
Oh, and she's killing it right now.
she's killing it, OG. Like, we've been fucking with her music since she
Singer?
started.
She had a
singer.
voice.
Yeah, shout outs to KV, Killer Vibes.
Killing it.
Killing it as always. Like, he's kind of on my, like, he does like artwork and shit, and like we've done like collaborations and art and stuff, and like hopefully one day do some music collabs. But that's up to you, bro.
Shout out Soul B.
Yeah, if I haven't the last time we was out at a show. What was it?
Our second performance actually, which was last Saturday. They had us over at their national showcase. It's called Run Hood, and there's a national skincare awareness like there as well. So like we went out there, we performed.
It was hella.
Yeah, it was dope.
Second performance. I mean, we really came with a different sound. It wasn't really like
It's not Brooklyn.
Yeah.
It's not right now Brooklyn.
Yeah, you guys got a whole different vibe. Like, I was so amazed when I was listening to your music because I was like, this is not. When I hear Brooklyn, I don't hear this, but I like it because it's a new lane and you guys will be the start of that.
We're trying something.
So why not?
We hope you guys like keep liking it.
But some of you guys are from Queens, right?
Nah.
Everybody's from Brooklyn?
Mhm.
Okay, I have to find out. 'Cause I'm like, wait.
Nah. Oh, Brooklyn.
Oh,
damn. Chris is never gonna see this because he has no social media.
Oh, yeah, I can send him the clip.
That's so
Yeah, DM him.
Wow.
You gotta got Facebook, right?
Mhm.
You gotta DM through Facebook.
Chris is off the grid.
We gotta text it to him.
You gotta find him.
We probably gotta mail it to him and like burn it on the CD or something.
That was savage.
He's not trying to buy it. He's not getting that shit. That's all, bro.
But last but not least, what was your performance like? I'm just curious because you guys just started, which it must have been amazing. Did you guys feel the rush? Was it new for you?
I felt a high, honestly. Honestly, I walk in there and I feel the high just so damn. So no nerves. I'm not really a nervous person. I'm pretty sure that nobody knows me. Shit. So yeah, never no nerves, just a rush and like a high, just like get in there, do my thing, give me a mic. Literally, that's it.
I love it.
I think like performing in like high school, it was like
Oh, yeah,
a good workout for us.
Yeah, we used to
And
do dance.
yeah, I did like theater. I was always messing with acting. Yeah, so like it just made us comfortable. But I think like the most unnerving part is like having people just like hear you, like just like hearing you, right? You know what I'm saying? Like making see, like I
like when I get on there, when I get on like on the stage, because it wasn't really a stage, but I just like going in my own world. It was mad fun. I was just there doing my thing, like as if I'm just in the bar dancing. That's how it feels. It's just like I'm there, I see people, I'm like, yeah, all right, let me bust a move over here, like it's mad fun. I like the energy. I feed off energy.
Yeah. You big energy people.
You guys are born artists. I like this, so I can't wait to see. Yes, no, seriously, I get the vibes. Definitely in your own lane. A lot of people try to copy. You guys are completely original, so I think that's incredible. And I look forward to seeing what's next. And make sure you check out all their Instagrams, which they're about to tell you right now.
At Rajonski, that's RAJAWNSKI.
Q Major, follow me at Q_Major. Is that what it is? I'll be forgetting my Instagram sometimes, folks. But Q_Major. If that don't work, Q Major. Right, and you gotta follow our music page because that's where you find all the music.
Definitely.
_NOFM. Right.
How do you spell Q Major?
Oh yeah, QUEUEMAJOR.
And yeah, follow me, Billy Bussage. That's BYLLYBUSSAGE. And definitely follow the NOFM page.
At _NOFM.
Yeah, because there's another one out there that's taking our name. We're gonna handle them though, don't worry.
All right, thank you guys so much for your time.
Thank you for having us.
This was a vibe. First interview.
Oh my God, I'm your first.
Yeah, this was dope.
I love being people's first. Thank you.
Shout out to Sakara.com.
Yo, make sure y'all follow Sakara all the time. She's got all the vibes over here.
No fire.
You know what I'm talking about?
Nothing but fun. Thank you for having us.
You're
the greatest.
Don't need no ESPN analyst to digress. This process is progress. Deadliest answer since I was in practice. You can get buried in backflip, horn switch, more menages. Old Town Road for them horses. Team switching the lanes in the foreigns. Ice cream drip on the chain is gonna cause brain freeze. Happy for the heft of it. No, you won't forget the FM. Taking off, hear the sound of them planes. It ain't no murder, it's a surgery. Like I'm Irvin, how I cut in.